Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Sensei Chad at you guys with another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about PvP in 2021. Is it worth playing? What could be fixed, and so on and so such. So before we actually hop into the video, guys, if you guys haven't already, make sure you do subscribe so that way you don't miss out on the future content. We have a lot of videos coming for you guys, and it's going to be fun and exciting. Also, before we hop into the video, guys, we actually did go ahead and do the giveaway at 500 subs. I did live stream it, so if you guys did miss out on that live stream, I am sorry. We did do the giveaway, but you will have another chance at at 1,000 subs. So once we get to 1,000 subs, guys, you guys can go ahead and expect another giveaway, and we're just going to continue this pattern all the way up until we get to where we are supposed to be. So with that being said, guys, let's hop into the video. So PvP. Is PvP worth playing in 2021? As most of you guys know, PvP has not been touched ever since the revamp. They haven't touched anything. You know, the game has been out for years and years, and the max level for PvP gear is, of course, 101, and it's not that hard to get 101 gear. But once you get 101 gear, if you go into the watchtower and you try to fight someone who's like 330, 335 gear and their DPS, it seems like that they do more damage than people with actual PvP gear on. So personally speaking, I do think that they should actually go ahead and balance it out against other players. PvP gear should be way more OP if you're fighting other players. It doesn't matter where you're at, watchtower or in the PvP arena. PvP gear should be way stronger than PvE gear when you're fighting other players, because it's PvP gear. That's just my opinion. You got players who actually play PvP for a reason, and they play PvP for that reason, and the only way that they can even have fun with their PvP gear that they have grinded their butt off for is to actually go into the arena and fight other people who has PvP gear. Because if and then you got, like I said, if you go into the watchtower with PvP gear, you're gonna get, you can mix your gear, and it would be, it all depends on what gear you mix, your artifacts, and such, and plus your skill points. And I think that's very unbalanced to have. I think that, like I said, they should definitely make it to where PvP gear should be OP, at least more OP than PvE gear while fighting other players in the watchtower. Regardless of where you're at in the open world, they definitely should make it like that. So if they would update that, guys, it would be awesome. But unfortunately, guys, the bad news is they did say in a live stream that the PvP gear wasn't actually going to be even touched or bothered with until late 2022 or early 2023, which, of course, in my opinion, that is crazy, because the game has been out so long, and I feel like a lot of people quit playing this game because PvP is terrible. I mean, it really is unbalanced. One day I was in the watchtower and I took off all my artifacts and fought someone that had full I think it was 120 plus artifacts, and me with no artifacts, and both of us was, of course, wearing PvP gear, and I did more damage. So it just doesn't make sense that it's just not balanced to someone who might have 200 artifacts but have, it might not make sense to someone who has 200 artifacts with, let's say 335 gear, PvE gear, fighting a PvP player who has, no artifacts hardly, but has mixed gear. It's just not balanced all around, and I really think that they should do that. So, like I said, they're not going to touch the PvP gear at all, or anything to do with PvP until late 2022 or until early 2023, which is like 2 or 3 years from now. And I find that very unfortunate, but they are adding a bunch of stuff, so they kind of do balance that out. But like I said, there is a lot of people who doesn't, who plays DC Universe Online mainly for PvP, and now it's rare to find someone who strictly plays PvP because they're forced to play PvE and grind for feeds and, skill points because they want to play DCUO and they don't want to have to quit playing it because the game is fun, guys. The game is fun. There's so many, the game has so many strategies and tactics that you can use upon your advantage, and and it's just fun, and just teamwork also in PvE. Nobody like PvE is awesome. I love it. But of course, I do feel like PvE, I do feel like PvE players should definitely get a boost on their PvE members should get a boost on their monthly rewards for being a member, more of a boost than people who isn't a member. They definitely should have, more artifact XP or something like that. I feel like that's another video, so we'll get into that later, guys. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about PvP and if it was worth playing in 2021. And the obvious answer to this question would be no. It's definitely not worth playing unless you have no PvP gear and you want to get it and get the feats. If you want to get the feats, yes, go ahead, go in there, get the get the gear to collect all the styles. You can get the feats, but after that, it's pretty much pointless to play unless unless you want to be like everybody else and mix their gear. But then of course you're just making yourself unbalanced, and nobody can really see how OP you are because each power is different and more OP than other powers, and plus you got the gear that's being mixed with the 200 arts, which shouldn't matter if you're wearing PvP gear, but it's all crazy. But like I said, guys, they're definitely not gonna touch any of the PvP or anything like that until 2023 or 2, and I think that at least they should add more feats or something, some type of update, or at least balance it out a little bit more. But they're just like put it in a Ziploc bag and put it on top of a shelf and just forgot about PvP, even though PvP brought a lot of players to DCUO. So anyway, guys, with all that being said, guys, I really hope you guys did enjoy the video and did enjoy this information about why PvP hasn't been touched. If you guys did enjoy the video, guys, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. I do have more videos coming out soon like this. I have a bunch of videos coming out, so you guys are in for a treat like that, and I am going to be streaming a lot more and trying to get you guys, used to me coming on and just going live and just streaming. So we are going to be dropping a lot more videos, guys, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in the next video, guys, and peace.